Today we're going to open some exciting new deck sets with Nightrose and Harri. These are very nostalgic since the Rummy Labyrinth days in G era. I'll mention some nostalgic things from G era as well in comparisons. And I so happen to have the Japanese Nightrose deck set too, so you can see the difference in rarity. So we have both deck sets. I'm going to start with Nightrose. So this is what it looks like, just to have a better view. And even in the back it has a list. You can take this off like that, slowly open it, and voila. So right off the back we have the deck here. Pretty shiny Nightrose actually. Yes. We have the sleeves and these markers. The sleeves are different right off the back. To show you a quick comparison, these are the Japanese ones that I picked up while I was in Tokyo back in October recently. So the main difference is the border, as you can see. And of course, the Japanese logo here. They both look good to me. If you like the granblue aesthetic, then the blue ones are more appealing. This one has the more of a stoicheia touch, as you can see. But really what you're here for is the deck itself. Pull out the seal, and boom. We're starting off with Nightrose. Really awesome with the new artwork. Also, if you remember from G era, we had the original Nightrose art. This is still usable in standard. If you like the alternate art from History Collection, you can use that too. Or if you like the throne that came out later in G era, this also hits really hard. You can play 3 copies, or if you want to play the 4th one, you can play all 4 arts in your deck. The right line, so beautiful with Colombard. Same thing here with Parting Shade. This is the Crust Giver. And there are Boer Grenache right here. Look at that. Really nice. Some quick Japanese comparisons with this one. I think I like the Japanese foiling. As you can see, it looks diamond-like and more like sparkly. Kind of gives it that old school Vanguard rarity look. And in the English, it's more like shatter foil. Here's one with Parting Shade. This looks beautiful too, as you can see. Still looks good, but I feel like I wouldn't mind having the Japanese rarity myself. And then even our Grenache Boy, as you can see the differences. Here's the Japanese one on the right with the diamond shapes. Really nice foiling. You get also the energy generator, so if you do need one, it has that included, which is nice. And in regular deck sets, they have commons for the rest of the copies. So this is a common Nightrose. Common Columbards. I wish they had common Crust Givers at least. It is what it is. We have a Boring Nightstorm here. This is an iconic card from G era as well. And eventually he got a refoiling, but look at that. Very iconic attack extender, but has changed with his new effect. And then also, same shadow foiling in Japanese. Pretty cool. You get more Nightstorm, so you have a playset if you want. Negrolazy, also very iconic card. To be quite frank, they nerfed him. This was good back in G era to attack extend, and this one apparently doesn't let us do this because of the battle phase restriction. But you can still do main phase and end phase shenanigans. This is helpful setting up like defensively, like PGs, triggers, OT, with the sweep package as well. Quick Japanese comparison as well. Really pops out with those colors on the Japanese side. You get the rest of the playsets. Marauding Shade, very good card too. This is good at a good attacker and a good defender compared to the Japanese as well. I think either way looks fine to me in this case with Marauding Shade. You get the rest of the playset as well. Cam Lugosi, this is a good budget option. If you can't afford like Alvinas and other stuff, this helps with more like consistency. But other content creators have mentioned other cards like Farmer's Jaw, for example, if you have those. But if you're like starting from scratch, you could somewhat use these guys still. Tommy the Ghosty, I love these little guys. And I like how over the years, they have gotten different artwork too. Really cool. Got more copies. Our boy Negrabone. At the end of the battle that he boosts, he'll be able to retire and draw, assuming that he was revived this turn. But I really like the Japanese one in this case too. So as you can see the difference. I mean, it's still welcome. Shiny is shiny. More Negrabones. Water Spout Jin. This is a really cool iconic card. Appreciate the PG. Get playset. You also get the Blast Favor OT. This is also good. You could use like the purple OT, you can use different OTs if you want, but I think stoicheia is just fine. You got crits, they're all common triggers. These are the normal triggers, so they're not effect triggers, unfortunately. But then we get the full art for your stride. This is what it looks like. Wow, look at that. It's got a little bit of blue in the name, as you can see. Really cool, nice. In the Japanese, this is what it looks like. Side-by-side comparisons. They both look really good. This one has that crisp line vertically, if you can see. There you go. And then this one, though, has more of the shadow foil. I think this one makes sense most. I think this actually pops out nicely. And then, of course, you got the normal rarity, but they're still shiny, which is nice. It's just not full art shiny. And the nostalgic hit is from the past, the original Phantasm Nightrose. So different artwork style and great art still. The colors still pop out, green, red, black, blue, beautiful. And they still did it justice in the new pose, which I'm grateful. Then our boy Awadaya. So back in the day, comparisons. Here's the comparisons. Here we look. Same style. Really good job still. The artwork. There we go. Much better. You can see that. You see little rays popping out too. And this is what our Great King looked like back then in G era. This was still iconic. For a little bit, this was our first stride until we got Gauche, for example. And in this artwork, he reminds me of the Pillsbury Doughboy, or that thing from Ghostbusters. Now, of course, you get the full playset, but not full art. And then we got the crusts and the energy counter. Moving on to Harry now. Slowly opening it. Bam. Got the sleeves and the deck here. I don't know what the Japanese sleeves, if they look different for Harry. Dark States has the same color, basically. So I'm not 100% sure. Open this bad boy up. Finally, Harry over here. Back from G era, this is the original artwork. I am looking for full art SPs of the original one. So if you know somebody or have some and are willing to sell them, let me know in the comments or DM me. Thank you. But as you can see, different style. I mean, every time I see Harry, he's like a different pose, which is cool. He has like a little card in his hand. It's got the little evil symbol too. It's like, heh. You've activated my trap card. And the rest of the right line, card dealer Jacqueline. Very nice. The crest giver. These are super important for Harry, especially in premium. Very nice job with Betty. We have happiness collector, as you can see. Nice. This is one from V era. So this is the V starter comparison. Energy generator. The rest of the copies, commons again. Commons of Jacqueline. Then we got flying manticore. This card is really good. This helps us attack extend, like on first stride. Specifically in standard, this is big. And then you could even use this in the Harry strides to have another attack, essentially, too. It is a one-time use, but it's still worth it in that format. In premium, this might see some action, but there are other cards that are not limited once per turn, so he might be overshadowed by other cards. 4 copies. Direful Doll or Netta. Darkside Princess. This card's really good, too, because the first skill is not GB, so basically you could have it attack and go into Soul, so you avoid damage denial if you're concerned about that in the early game, but also it goes into Soul, which you needed to go in Soul. So if you hard draw into this, you could at least take advantage of that. And then the Generation Break skill makes it a beater. If you have a grade 3 or greater Harry, it gets 10, but if you have 2 more face up, it gets 15 instead of 10. So bigger beater. And 4 copies. Cutie Paratrooper. So this is almost like a purple trapezes from the old days, which helps move stuff back into Soul and pull out other things too, which is super helpful. We get Masquerade Bunny. This is really good. You can discard this and directly search for the Harry, just like with Tommy too. But I feel like Harry in premium will benefit from this too, so you don't have to like call G era Masquerade Bunny or do the V1. So this helps make room for your board for actual cards you want on the field. 4 copies. Dungeon Assistant, helpful for soul charging as well. 4 copies. The PG looks phenomenal. It's Dark Side Mirror Master. This is an iconic card too from the past. This is also like the Magia dolls where it can actually put itself into Soul. And so really cool that it's a PG again. Dark States LT. This is still good in Harry. You can probably play even the purple one, the other one. But I feel like Dark States one's really good, especially since you have that crit pressure that's continuous and your Vanguard gets power. In premium, even more so because you have access to Dark Lord Princess will restart a new stride. So you have double Vanguard swings that turn. Then we have the crits. Again, they're vanilla crits and draws and fronts and heels. Finally, we get the grade 4 Dragon Masquerade Harry. Very nice. Very nice. Look at that. Him and this dragon. How to Tame a Dragon, right? Don't have the exact Harry, but this is another form of Harry as a grade 4. So you can see he has more of the top hat here. And this has the more of like the thing on his head, like his forehead. So pretty cool, pretty nostalgic. What I like about this version of the Dragon Masquerade Harry is that he lets you choose your opponent's regards that you shove into Soul. So this can get rid of some regards that are just annoying. And then Premium has access to like get rid of pesky units such as like Connolly, for example, if they're on the field, of course. More copies. Again, only 1 full art. Then we have the, holy crap, Jester Demonic Dragon, Lunatech Dragon. That mouthful, right? But look at that purple. Beautiful. It stands out more with this one, but very cool coloring too. This is like Obadiah for standard. It just, instead of into the drop, it'll shove it into Soul, which is what you want. Both Obadiah and this card are free too. So if you used to play like Magan Tembu and Shiranui, for example, that was a counterblast. So you could get damage tonight and you're missing out on that. Being able to flip more cards in the G zone is essential for the crest power up. We get 4 copies as well. And then here we go with the crest for Harry. Very beautiful. And Nightrose, you get to return something back if you mill 3 to the bottom of the deck, but in Harry, if you return 2 or more at the end phase, you draw a card. Or you may draw a card. If you're about to deck out, you probably don't want to draw a card. So it's still really good, and an energy counter. Also, check out 50 cards in the description below for bundles and deals, and also deck sets. Use the code Jaime for a discount on your next purchase as well, and support the channel. Super excited that we finally have these in the English. If you want more detailed explanations about deck profiles, I did make both premium deck profiles for Nightrose and Harri. You can check out these videos. And then for standard, I did cover Nightrose for more of an insightful guide. I haven't gotten a chance with Harri. I might touch Harri, just depends if I have enough time. But yeah, I highly recommend trying it for yourself. Learn the combos. These decks are fun. They're a little more complex than some of the standard decks. Definitely well rewarding, and it's just overall fun. Until next time, amigos. Bye.